Good morning and a warm welcome to the 6th edition of the Junior Science and Maths Quiz and the 4th contest in the regional qualifiers. This quiz is organized by the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in collaboration with the Ghana Education Service and DEXT Technologies. We appreciate our Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Rita Kusia-Dixon, for her continuous support. We also recognize and appreciate the leadership of the Chair of the Junior Science and Maths Quiz Board, Professor Kwesi Preku, and all the board members. Let me use this opportunity to salute the heads of the various schools competing in this year's contest. I applaud the dedicated teachers who have spent time in preparing the contestants for this contest. I also salute the gallant students proudly representing their schools in the competition. Let me use this opportunity to appreciate and acknowledge all our sponsors for coming on board and supporting us in diverse ways. We are truly and deeply grateful to you. The 2024 quiz competition is proudly sponsored by the KNUST e-Learning Center. For all our media and video coverages, we are grateful. KNUST e-Learning, we say, just a click. The Institute of Distance Learning, KNUST, thank you for making our journey around the nation easy and pleasurable. Your venues provided are well appreciated. At KNUST Ideal, we say lifelong learning an essential key for development. The KNUST University Information Technology Services, UITS, thank you very much for providing us with the needed bandwidth for the quiz. Your high-speed internet provided is deeply appreciated. DEXT Technologies. At DEXT Technologies, we say practical science is now practical. Thank you for making our technology challenge ground a reality. You always make it very exciting and hands-on. The Ghana Standards Authority, thank you for your support in this year's competition. Your generous contribution is deeply appreciated. Multi-Credit Savings and Loans Limited, a heartfelt thank you for the juicy prizes for this year's competition. Your generous contributions have been a cornerstone of our success. The Ghana National Petroleum Corporation Foundation, GNPC, impacting lives. Steady X, thank you for coming on board. Pizza Man, Chicken Man, we look forward to wonderful meal packages. At Pizza Man, Chicken Man, we say great food lives here. Fonjo Images, at Fonjo Images, we keep your memories alive. And to our media partner, Kesben TV, thank you for telecasting this program live and for amplifying our reach and impact. Thank you for partnering with us. At Kesben TV, we say, Obiabididi, everyone will have a share. Remember, the JSNQ program is tailor-made for learners in the junior high schools to enable them exhibit the understanding of the basic principles underlying the life sciences and the physical sciences. It is expected to promote teamwork and critical thinking right from the early stages in their academic life. For this morning's contest, we have 3 schools. We have Supreme Montessori School, who are represented by
Chris Osayajimaya
and
JHS from Junior.
Thank you very much. We also have from OBENG ASAMOAH MAJHS.
Nyakusa for Princess.
And
Owusu Osei Matilda.
thank you very much. And finally, from Unity JHS, we have
Yobo Safo Kankan.
and
Entry 1, Tony Watino.
thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause. I am Prince Amponsakwabi. I'll be your moderator for this morning's contest. A few general rules and then we'll begin. We want to first do the buzzer test. Let us hear the sound of the buzzer from Supreme Montessori School. Thank you very much. OBENG ASAMOAH MAJHS. And finally, Unity JHS. Thank you very much. So for your main question, you don't need to press the buzzer. If a school is answering its main question, the 2 other schools should wait for them to exhaust their 2 attempts until their time is up. before they press their buzzers. There will be 4 rounds in this contest. The first round will be the fundamentals. The second round will be the fastest brain, fastest finger. The third round will be the science and technology challenge. Then we'll have decoding the clues as the 4th round. Contestants, I will be reading the instructions to the questions at the beginning, so please pay attention. And so to round 1, the fundamentals. This round consists of biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and ICT questions. If a school answers a question correctly, 3 points are awarded. If it is incorrectly answered, it becomes available as a bonus to the other 2 schools to compete for by first ringing their buzzer. The score for a bonus question is 1 point. Schools will have a maximum of 15 seconds to answer questions that do not require calculations and 40 seconds to answer questions that require calculations. Each school will have a maximum of 2 attempts for a main question and 1 attempt for a bonus question. Bonus questions are always open to the other 2 schools, but you have to first ring your buzzer before you can answer. Failing to press the buzzer before answering a question that is a bonus question will nullify your answer, and you will score no points even if your answer is correct. Best wishes to all schools. Question 1. This is a preamble to all schools. You are to explain the following terms: Supreme Montessori, homeostasis, a bonus to the other 2 schools. All right. OBENG ASAMOAH Emmy. Your main question, heredity. The question is available for a bonus. Unity JHS, your main question, genes. Okay, so I will start with you, Unity JHS. Genes are a segment of DNA that are passed from parents to offspring, or the basic unit of heredity that are passed from parents to offspring. OBENG ASAMOAH JHS, heredity is the process by which genetic information carried in the form of DNA is passed from parents to offspring. And for Supreme Montessori, homeostasis is the ability of living systems to maintain a steady and uniform internal environment to allow the normal functioning of the systems. To question number 2, again a preamble to all schools, states the method of separating the following mixtures. OBENG ASAMOAH JHS. The colors in food dyes.
Filtration.
That is not correct. You have 1 more attempt. Your time is up. For a bonus, Supreme Montessori for a bonus.
Decantation.
That is not correct. Unity JHS, your main question. Essential oils from plants.
Evaporation.
That is not correct. One more attempt.
Distillation.
Distillation is correct for 3 points. Contestants, you don't need to press the buzzer for your main question. Just turn on the microphone and then say your answer. Supreme Montessori, your main question. Air and dust particles. For a bonus, okay, so Supreme Montessori, the answer to your question would be high efficiency particulate air filters. Okay, so even if you had told me filtration, I would have given you the mark. And then for OBENG ASAMOAH, the colors in food dyes are separated using chromatography. Okay. Question 3, again a preamble to all schools. You are to state what happens to your Word document when the following numbers are pressed while the number lock is toggled off. State what happens to your Word document when the following numbers are pressed while the number lock is toggled off. Unity JHS 9.
It becomes italic.
That is not correct. You have one more attempt. For a bonus, Supreme Montessori, the number 1. Question is available for a bonus. And finally, OBENG ASAMOAH MA, the number 7.
Underline.
That is not correct. For a bonus to the other schools, Unity JHS for a bonus.
Paragraph.
That is not correct. When the number lock is toggled off, 7 will send the cursor to the beginning of the line. 1 will send the cursor to the end of the line, and 9 will scroll a page upwards, page up. Okay, question number 4. Again, a preamble to all schools. In an experiment to demonstrate a property of light, 3 cardboards, A, B, and C, of equal sizes with holes in their centers are arranged in a straight line between a lighted bulb and an observer. You have only one attempt for these questions and there are no bonuses. Supreme Montessori School. From the preamble, what would an observer see from the cardboards in front of him?
A ray.
Come again.
Ray.
The question is available as a bonus.
Reflection.
That is not correct. Supreme Montessori, I will give you 2 out of 3. light rays, not just a ray. Okay, Obenya Samoa, MAJHS, your main question. What observation will the observer make from the light source? For a bonus in the other schools? Unity JHS for a bonus.
The light will travel through the straight line.
That is not correct. Unity JHS, your main question. What will be observed when the cardboard B is brought back to its original position?
The light will block.
That is not correct. You have one more attempt. For a bonus. Supreme Montessori for a bonus.
The light will pass through.
That is not correct. So the observer would see the light rays from the lighted bulb again. And then, for what observation would the observer make from the light source? The observer will see no light. All right. Question 5, again, a preamble to all schools. You are to solve the following quadratic equations. Supreme Montessori, x squared minus 5x equals negative 6.
X is equal to minus 2.
That is not correct. You have one more attempt. For a bonus, Unity JHS for a bonus.
X is equal to 2.
That is not correct. Obenya Samoa MAJHS, your main question. X squared equals 12 minus 4x.
X equals to 6.
That is not correct.
S is equals to minus 6.
Question is available for a bonus. Supreme Montessori for a
X is equal
bonus.
to 4.
Come
4.
again.
X is equal to 4.
That is very incorrect. And so, Obenya Samoa MA, I will give you 2 out of 3 for for x equals minus 6. I'll give you 2 out of 3. Unity JHS, your main question. Negative 8x equals negative 6 minus 2x squared.
Yes, sir.
A bonus to the other schools? OBENG ASAMOAH.
S is equals to 1.
For a bonus, I will not give you the mark. Now, you are supposed to solve a quadratic equation. That means you're expecting two answers. If you draw the graph of a quadratic, you end up with a parabola, which will cross the x-axis at two distinct points. So you are having three types of answers. Either you are getting no intersection, two intersections, or one intersection, in which case we say it is repeated. So you are expecting two answers. So for Unity JHS, we are expecting you to give us 1 and 3. OBENG ASAMOAH, for your question, we are expecting -6 and 2, because both of these numbers will satisfy the quadratic equation. And then for Supreme Montessori School, for your question, the correct answers were 2 and 3. If you put 2 into the equation, it will be satisfied. If you put 3 into the equation, it will be satisfied. So there are two answers for each of the quadratic equations you were given. Question 6. Again, this is a preamble to all schools. The following questions are statements. You are to state whether they are true or false. These questions cannot be passed on as bonuses. Unity JHS. It is not possible to password protect a spreadsheet to restrict access to the data.
False.
False is correct for 3 points. Supreme Montessori School. The standard toolbar includes a button to undo the last action performed in the document.
True.
True is correct for 3 points. OBENG ASAMOAH MAJHS. The formatting toolbar includes features to create and customize tables in a document.
True.
True is incorrect. The answer is false. Supreme Montessori School. Ovulation is the release of ovum from the ovaries.
False.
That is not correct. It is true. OBENG ASAMOAH MAJHS. In sexual reproduction, the offspring inherits half of their genetic material from each parent, resulting in genetic diversity.
False.
False is correct for 3 points. Unity JHS. Autotrophs are organisms that manufacture their own food by synthesizing it from organic substances.
True.
True is not correct. The answer is false. And this brings us to the end of round 1. Before we bring you the scores, we'd like to acknowledge our sponsors. Dext Technologies, the KNUST Institute of Distance Learning, the e-learning center at KNUST, the UITS, Goldfields, Fonjo Images. At the end of round 1, Supreme Montessori School, you have 5 points. OBENG ASAMOAH MAJHS, you also have 5 points. And Unity JHS, you have 6 points. We will proceed to the next round, which is fastest finger. One question will be read out, and contestants will compete to be the first to answer. Each question will carry a score of 4 points. When a contestant is ready to respond, they should press the buzzer before they attempt to answer. Answering a question before pressing the buzzer will disqualify the school from that question. After the buzzer is pressed, contestants, you have 3 seconds to give an answer. If a school gets the question wrong, the 2 remaining schools get to compete to answer. A wrong answer in this round will attract a penalty of 1 point. Before we go on, let us test the buzzers to be sure they are working. OBENG, ASAMOAH, JHS. Let us hear the sound of your buzzer. Thank you very much. Unity JHS, the sound of your buzzer. And then Supreme Montessori, the sound of your buzzer. Thank you very much. And so, round 2, fastest finger. Question 1. When is an atom said to be inert? Supreme Montessori.
When it has a complete octet.
When it has a complete
Octet or a shell. When it has all electrons on the shell.
No. So, question 2. The answer to question 1, when is an atom said to be inert? When it has a fully filled outermost shell or orbital. So, contestants, I will be expecting very exact, precise answers from you for this round of questions. So, please take note. Question 2. What protects the embryo from mechanical injury and shocks? Unity JHS?
Endosperm.
That is not correct. The answer is amniotic fluid. Question 3. Chrome, Safari, and Mozilla Firefox are examples of Supreme Montessori.
Browser.
I'll give you the mark. 4 points. The next question. Which class of lever is the nutcracker? Supreme Montessori.
Second class lever.
That is correct for 4 points. Next question. The height of an equilateral triangle is the square root of 243 centimeters. Find the length of each side of the triangle. The answer is 18 centimeters. Next question. On a Windows operating system, what happens when Control, Alt, Delete are pressed together on a computer keyboard? It does a number of things. Can either switch user, sign you out of one user account, change your password, open the task manager lock. Next question. A galaxy is a huge collection of gas, dust, and billions of stars and their solar systems, all held together by what? Supreme Montessori.
Gravitational force.
That is correct for 4 points. And to the last question for this round. A rectangular room with length 5 meters, breadth 6 meters, and height 7 meters is to be painted, excluding only the ceiling. If 1 gallon of paint covers an area of 30 meters squared, how many gallons should be purchased for the job? And the answer is 6.6 gallons of paint. And this brings us to the end of round 2. Again, before we bring you the scores, we'd like to acknowledge our sponsors, SteadyX, Dext Technologies, the KNST Ideal, sorry. And so, at the end of round 2, Supreme Montessori School, you have 11 points. OBENG ASAMOAH JHS, you have 0 points. And Unity JHS, you have -1 points. At the end of the first 2 rounds, Supreme Montessori has 16 points, OBENG ASAMOAH has 5 points, and Unity JHS also has 5 points. We will now go on to round 3, the Science and Technology Challenge. 1 question will be given to all schools. The question in this round will require contestants to perform a task that will be assessed. The score for this round is 10 points. Contestants will be given up to 10 minutes to complete the task. Round 3 is powered by the Dext Science set. You have been provided with 2 color filters, red and blue, and a red-green-blue, that's an RGB light module with a battery. Fix the battery and perform the following tasks. Task 1. Turn on the blue light and observe it through the red filter. Task 2. Turn on the green light and observe it through the red filter again. Task 3. Turn on the red and green light and observe it through the red filter. Task 4. Turn on the blue and red light at the same time and observe it through the blue filter. And task 5, turn on the green and red light at the same time and observe it through the blue filter. There are 3 related questions. Write down the colors observed in task 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Question 2, what are primary colors? Question 3, explain why some colors were not showing when observed using color filters from the RGB light. You have 10 minutes to complete this task. Your time starts now. Contestants, you have less than 2 minutes to complete, less than 2 minutes to finish. Thank you. Contestants, the time is up. Our correspondents who are close by will come for your work. We'll mark them and return with the marks shortly. Thank you very much.
Technology. Neither Ghana nor Africa can afford to lag behind our nations. These were the words of Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as he launched the atomic reactor in the 1960s, and these words are even more relevant today. It is in light of this that the schools in the Western region have decided to take up the mandate of living this dream of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as a son of this land. Some special private schools and public schools alike have decided to set the pace by providing their students with 21st century learning experiences. And also providing a culture and a lifestyle of practical science activities. Journey with me as I take you through how DEC Science Set is ensuring that this dream of the Western region comes true.
We as a school have embraced science education or STEM education, using the science set to do practicals. We have not been long in the use of the science set, by just a term. We realize that using the science set for practicals brings a lot of excitement. The child feels involved, and the child learns while doing the practicals. We are of the view that if our parents are able to collaborate with us, or any other school that they are using the sunset, if you are able to collaborate and help the school get the sunset everything, I think that practicals can be held easily. It doesn't pay to teach science in abstract. Science is like mathematics. We don't read it. We get involved. We involve the learner and we involve the teacher. And you can only be involved if you are using the sunset to do practicals. I think that almost every private school and public school will ought to understand that to successfully study science is meaningless unless it is linked up to the use of science sets. And that's why I think that we must embrace this idea.
Has been in existence for the past 22 years.
Wow,
yes,
that's old.
And we began using the science sets about 2 years ago.
Wow.
And it has been great, seriously, because teaching and learning of science without practical it's a waste of time.
What are the best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, Dex Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact Dex Technology on 0246 310 704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. Dex Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical.
The Institute of Distance Learning IDL KNUST Kumasi informs the general public that application e-vouchers for admission into the following postgraduate, undergraduate, top-up and diploma programs of the university through the distance learning mode for the 2024-2025 academic year are now on sale. Applicants are to carefully read the entry requirements before selecting the program of choice. We have programs under sciences, agriculture, education, business, built environment, humanities, and engineering. Applicants for all programs must hold either a diploma, a higher national diploma, or a good bachelor's degree from a recognized university. You can visit any of the IDL offices across Ghana. In Kumasi, they are located at the Casley Hayford Building, KNUST campus. In Accra, they are located at the old KNUST guest house near EcoBank headquarters at Abraka, or the KNUST Accra City Center, Kwabenya, or McCarthy and Adenta office. In Takrade, you can find them at 2nd D Takrade, Cancer Road. And in Tamale, they are at Kapohini near the SNIT regional headquarters. Kindly note that programs would only be mounted at centers with the requisite minimum number of qualified applicants. Facilitation is a blend of online and face-to-face sessions on weekends. For more information and in-depth knowledge about the programs, you can visit the KNUST IDL website at idl.knust.edu.gh or call them on 0247 274 661 or 0507 110 005.
The Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology is a beacon of academic excellence in Ghana. In an era where education transcends traditional boundaries, KNUST is at the forefront championing the cause of e-learning. This is the story of how we have embraced technology to foster excellence in education across diverse disciplines. The year 2020 brought unprecedented challenges with the COVID-19 pandemic. As campuses worldwide shut down, the need for a robust e-learning system became imperative. KNUST was no exception.
One day we were in class, and all of a sudden, everything went online. was very overwhelming at first.
Adapting to the new normal, KNUST swiftly transitioned to online learning. Virtual classrooms, digital assignments, and online assessments became the new standard.
Our priority was to ensure that learning did not stop. So we took advantage of the situation to train our faculty, equip our students with the technological skills, and then bridge the gap to ensure that learning online comes in to support the gap that was created.
Recognizing the need for a dedicated facility to support e-learning, the Office of the Vice-Chancellor established the KNUST E-Learning Center. This center became the heartbeat of our digital education initiatives.
So the e-learning center was a strategic move by management to centralize our e-learning efforts. It became a hub for training, for innovation, and for equipping our learners and faculty with the skills required in the times.
The KNUST E-Learning Center is a hub of innovation and leadership within Ghana's esteemed Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Guided by our core values of excellence, innovation, and integrity, we leverage cutting-edge technologies and pedagogical strategies to foster teaching and learning and knowledge creation. The KNUST E-Learning Center offers a comprehensive suite of services tailored to meet the evolving needs of stakeholders. These include online teaching and learning, video conferencing, proctor services, webinar series, and podcast. To ensure seamless service delivery, the center operates through various departments. The instructional design team integrates technology into learning design. The systems support team maintains IT systems, and the service support team offers call center and help desk services, among others. The center also operates through specialized subunits, including the Design and Publicity Unit, Training and Research, Full Online Programs Unit, Proctor and Assessment Unit, and the Immersive Learning and Pedagogy Unit, leveraging VI technologies. The center firmly believes in the power of robust digital literacy skills. We organize diverse capacity building activities for faculty members and students, ensuring continuous improvement in digital literacy.
As the Training and Research Unit at the KNUST E-Learning Center, our training sessions are designed to equip participants with the skills they need to thrive in a digital learning environment.
With the help of e-learning, we are able to submit online assignments wherever we are, and we are also able to access course materials online. I thank KNUST for bringing this initiative to
Thank you very much for staying with us. And so we are done with checking your work for round 3, the Science and Technology Challenge. I'll start with Supreme Montessori. So for Supreme Montessori, for question number 1, you were expected to provide 5 answers: violet or purple and some amount of red, the yellow color, red color, blue color, green color. We expected you to make these 5 observations. You were only able to make 4, and so you got 4 points for question 1. For question 2, you could not define primary colors, and so some parts of the definition was okay, but it was not exactly what we were looking for. It didn't have the essential elements in there, so you got 1 point for question number 2. Question number 3, you scored 0 points. You could not give any explanation, any correct explanation for the observations that were made. And this brings you to a total of 5 out of 10 points. OBENG ASAMOAH MA JHS. For question 1, You scored 2 points as you could only give 2 correct observations out of the expected 5. For question 2, you defined primary colors correctly. You scored 2 full marks. And for question 3, you could not give any correct explanation for the observed phenomenon. And so you scored 0 points, bringing you to a total of 4 out of 10. And for Unity JHS, question 1, again, like Supreme Montessori, you gave 4 correct observations, save 1, and so you scored 4 points. Question 2, your definition was also a bit faulty, so you got 1 out of 2 for question 2. And for question 3, you could not explain, and so you scored 0, bringing you to a total of 5 out of 10 points. And so at the end of 3 rounds, these are the scores. Supreme Montessori School, you have 21 points. OBENG ASAMOAH MAJHS, you have 9 points. And Unity JHS, you have 10 points. Okay. And so we go on to round 4, decoding the clues. The question will be read out as a series of clues in this round. If the question is answered on the first clue, 6 points will be awarded. On the second, 5 points. On the third, 4 points. On the fourth or any other, 3 points will be awarded. There will be only 1 attempt for this round. Contestants, you are to press the buzzer before attempting to answer a question. Failure to press the buzzer before answering will disqualify you from that question, and therefore your answer will be nullified. You will score no points, even if your answer is correct. Before we do one last round of buzzer tests, there is a substitution to be effected. So let's effect the substitution quickly. So we do the buzzer test, and then we begin with round 4. Supreme Montessori. So Chris is going out for Stephen. Okay. So Stephanie. Right. Stephanie, I think you should change your name tag. It's still showing Chris Osei-Apia. So Stephanie, turn the name tag around so that your name will display correctly. All right, so you are welcome to the contest. Let us do one last round of buzzer test. Unity JHS, let us hear the sound of your buzzer. Thank you. OBENG ASAMOAH MAJHS, the sound of your buzzer. And Supreme Montessori, the sound of your buzzer. Thank you very much. Contestants, I will be indicating to you the clue number using my finger. So you see 1 finger up for clue number 1, 2 fingers up for the second clue, 3 fingers up for the third clue. The moment I am done reading out the clue, it means that it is passed. So keep an eye for my finger gestures. Riddle number 1. I am a vital process observed in biology, essential for the survival of cells. I occur naturally without requiring energy input from the cell. I play a key role in keeping cells hydrated and maintaining homeostasis. I am essential in processes like the absorption of nutrients and excretion of waste products in cells. My reverse is used in desalination plants to produce fresh water from salt water. Who am I?
Osmosis.
Osmosis is correct for 3 points. Riddle number 2. I have significantly contributed to human understanding of the universe. One of my most famous types is named after Isaac Newton. My modern versions can be as large as buildings or so small you can hold in your hand. Some of my kind are launched into space to observe the universe without Earth's atmospheric interference. My primary function is to collect and focus light from distant objects. Who am I? OBENG ASAMOAH JHS. Turn on the microphone. I cannot hear you.
False.
That is not correct. Supreme Montessori.
Light.
That is not correct. Unity JHS.
Acceleration due to gravity.
That is not correct. The correct answer is a telescope. Riddle number 3. I embody the beauty of chemistry and physics, often forming fascinating shapes. Supreme Montessori.
Crystal.
Crystal is correct for 6 points. And to the last riddle for this round. I am the chemical formula for a very popular compound. I am used in the paper industry as a filler and coating pigment. I am responsible for the formation of stalactites and stalagmites in caves. I am a component of marble, a material used in sculpture and architecture for centuries. I am one of the most abundant substances on earth, found in rocks all over the world. I have been present in many classrooms of the past. Who am I? Supreme Montessori.
Graphene.
That is not correct, Stephanie. Unity JHS.
Chalk.
That is not correct. And the answer is calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Or as my chemistry teacher would say, CaCO3. And this will bring us to the end of round 4 and to the end of the contest. Before we bring you the scores, again, would like to acknowledge our sponsors, SteadyX, Goldfields, GMPC Foundation, Dext Technologies, the Institute of Distance Learning KNUST, and the e-learning center. Thank you very much for your continuous support. At the end of round 4, Supreme Montessori School, you have 9 points. OBENG ASAMOAH MAJHS, you scored 0 points. Unity JHS, you also scored 0 points. Bringing us to a total of 30 points for Supreme Montessori School, 9 points for OBENG ASAMOAH MAJHS, and 10 points for Unity JHS at the end of 4 rounds of this morning's contest. Let's give a round of applause to the contestants from OBENG ASAMOAH and Unity JHS for putting up a good fight. Congratulations to you. And to our winners for this morning's contest, Supreme Montessori School, a big round of applause for winning the competition, winning the contest this morning. And so, Supreme Montessori, we will see you in the next round. Congratulations to you and thank you to our audience. Have a good morning. See you in the next contest.
The Institute of Distance Learning IDL KNUST Kumasi informs the general public that application e-vouchers for admission into the following postgraduate, undergraduate, top-up and diploma programs of the university through the distance learning mode for the 2024-2025 academic year are now on sale. Applicants are to carefully read the entry requirements before selecting the program of choice. We have programs under Sciences, Agriculture, Education, Business, Built Environment, Humanities, and Engineering. Applicants for all programs must hold either a diploma, a higher national diploma, or a good bachelor's degree from a recognized university. You can visit any of the IDL offices across Ghana. In Kumasi, they are located at the Casley Hayford Building, KNUST campus. In Accra, they are located at the old KNUST guest house near EcoBank headquarters at Abraka, or the KNUST Accra City Center, Kwabenya, or McCarthy and Adenta office. In Takrade, you can find them at 2nd D Takrade, Cancer Road. And in Tamale, they are at Kapuhini near the SNIT regional headquarters. Kindly note that programs would only be mounted at centers with the requisite minimum number of qualified applicants. Facilitation is a blend of online and face-to-face sessions on weekends. For more information and in-depth knowledge about the programs, you can visit the KNUST IDL website at idl.knust.edu.gh or call them on 0247-274-661 or 0507-110-005.
The best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, Dex Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior, personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact Dex Technology on 0246-310-704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. Dex Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical.